45 miles from home, going up to a newer state park called Governor Thompson State Park. We reserved a site for 2 nights. I watch out for things like overhanging branches or kids riding their bikes past or people walking around. Very nice site. I guess the tent caterpillars are a problem. We like to keep our cargo trailer still attached if we can. We just use it as a garage for the e-bikes and all of our equipment. Now, if we're camping in a non-electric site, then we're more careful about where we park it because the solar up on the roof takes care of charging our power station. Okay, he backed it in. Now I'll check it for level. Front to rear is pretty good, off a little bit. And side to side we have to come up on passenger side some. Should we try going? Yep, one thing we miss about our big Safari with the automatic hydraulic levelers, but that's okay. Perfect. Front to rear, we're pretty good. And now let's check the side to side. Well, look at that. Pretty good to me. Ugh. Somebody left their fish scales all over the picnic table and down here on the ground. They cleaned up fish here. I don't see any guts, but the scales are just as bad because the dogs are going to want to lick them up. Oh, geez. I'll try to sweep them away as best I can. Otherwise, it's a beautiful campsite and very quiet. And here's what we're going to deal with this weekend. These are called tent caterpillars. And they actually are gypsy moth larvae that are going to hatch. But in the meantime, they defoliate all the oak leaves off the trees. My dad's cabin had an invasion of these on his property a number of years ago. They're back again. And they will eat off the leaves off the trees 2, 3, 4 years in a row, and then the tree dies from the inside out. My father had oak trees that you could just walk up to and push with your hands, and they would fall over because the insides were all rotted away. That's what these little buggers are. And they are literally all over the place. Yuck. So here we are all set up on campsite 28 in the Governor Thompson State Park in northern Wisconsin on the Cauldron Falls flowage between Crivets and Mountain. north of Green Bay. Looks like a pretty nice campsite. We have some open sky available for our Starlink to connect. Looks pretty nice. Then maybe we'll take a bike ride around the park, and I'll add to this video with some footage of the shower building and the bathrooms. And this is what we love about state parks. Thick brush and shrubbery and trees that you can be in your own little site and barely see your neighbors. There's the ones across the road. We can see the tip of their roof. Well, now it's time to get set up. Let some doggies out to do some sniffing. Do you need to sniff? Would you like to come out and sniff? See if there's any chipmunks? Wait. Okay. You gonna come for a walk, Beanie? Wow, after all the storms last night and all the wind and all the rain, we have beautiful blue skies. A couple darker clouds. Okay, it's Binny's turn. Let's do her left, right, left again. Okay, come, Bin Bin. Come on.
She says I want to get lifted now.
She stops all the time at every motorhome door, looks left, right, left again. Aren't you going to look? Oh, she's waiting for you to carry her.
Yep.
Want to come?
That last step was kind of good.
Yeah, it is a little high for her. Come, Beanie. I think this is dogwood in bloom.
Looks like strawberry, black raspberry.
Could be. Maybe it's raspberries or blackberries right here.
Yeah, that's fine thinking it's blackberries maybe.
Could be. Kind of looks that way. I love the green ferns. Some type of a cedary plant. Oh, it's just so nice and lush and green. I love sumac. You get the bright red clumps on in the fall. The leaves turn absolutely brilliant. Somebody running a drill for their tire jacks. Nick does not like drills or saws. You coming for a walk, Benny? This is some excess overflow parking right here. Kind of nice. Now these two sites right here are both handicap sites right next to the bathrooms. This one over here too. And they have cement pads, whereas everybody else is on kind of a gravel dirt area. But these are ADA compliant sites. They even have a little crosswalk here for wheelchair access to get across the road from the ADA site to the restrooms.
Morning. Getting rid of all your caterpillars?
Trying.
Steve chatting with the neighbors. Nicholas. Sounds like they're using a leaf blower to get all the tent caterpillars off of their awning before they roll it up. You don't want to squish them in your awning. It's a little paved path to that handicap site. First year these tent caterpillars emerged up here was way back in the early 90s, and I had a pop-up camper, and we were up at my dad's cabin at Crooked Lake. We folded up the pop-up camper with the tent caterpillars still inside in some areas, and they actually chewed through the mesh screen portions. They didn't bother the canvas too much, but they put holes all over in the mesh screen. Here's these little buggers all over the place. And they are, Steve and Benny are doing their thing over there. So I think I'm going to pop in here and see what the restrooms are like. Oh, nice and clean, tiled walls, baby changing area. Very clean and nice and neat. Paper towels. So I'm sure the men's looks about the same way. And I'm assuming around back are the shower stalls. Let's see. Now, yesterday the power went out here until after 11 p.m. So I think during those times, if you have a medical issue, you can probably talk to the ranger about running a generator. But the power came back on. So here are the shower stalls. Let's see. Oh no, that's a family restroom. Let's go around the back side here. And, oh, each one says restroom. I believe they are actually shower rooms. It says vacant. Well, look at that. Oh, the light goes on when we get in. So it's a restroom with hand dryer, paper towels, and a shower stall. Like that. And they are not coin showers. You just push the button. You don't have to pay. Oh, here's the light switch. I was looking for the light in the shower. Maybe it doesn't go on until you're in there. Even a ceiling fan. Pretty fancy. And of course the tent caterpillars are all over the place. Looks like there are 6 individual shower rooms.
There's 7 on doors.
Oh, 7? Okay. Yeah, it says, oh, these are handicap accessible then on this side, so they're even larger. Yes, the bathroom is more accessible with a sit-down bench in the shower. A little more room. Just as nice as the others. So what do you think? Is Benny ready to walk back? Nick says he has more places to sniff. But little old Bin Bin is 11 years old, nearing 12. And she's getting a little tired. She can only go so far, right, Benny? She says, but if you take out my little trailer, I'll go for a bike ride. Maybe this afternoon. Oh, look at all the beautiful ferns. What a gorgeous morning. Come on, sniffity-doo-dah. Oh, must be something good there. They have to read their P-mail. That's the notices that other dogs leave behind. Move over. Here comes a car with a cute little boat on top. Finding something good? Interspersed around amongst the flora and fauna are big boulders, great big rocks. I know it's kind of the terrain over near my brother's cabin. Used to be my dad's cabin until he passed away. Now my brother took it over. Isn't too far to the west of here, about 10 miles. There's big rocks and boulders around there too. The town nearby is called Mountain. And the other town on the other side to the east is Cribbets. So look at these big rocks here and there. We got a couple caterpillars crawling on the motorhome. We'll drive really fast and knock them off. But this is what those caterpillars do to the leaves. They can strip trees down in no time. And year after year, if trees lose their leaves, they no longer adequately run the sap up the trunk because of the lack of photosynthesis, and it rots away the tree from the inside out. Dogs need to get in a little sniff, huh? Does that smell good? I'm letting them out up here until I have a chance to clean up those fish scales. Well, Stevie-O makes our outside living room by putting out our tarp and our chairs. This is the tarp we just got from Menards a couple weeks ago. And first time we used it, a little critter wanted to get to an acorn that was underneath it. Chewed right through it. Little stinkers. Oh, now I have it on regular video. I think I goofed that up. So this one's our living room slide with the love seat. And the other one was the bedroom slide where our mattress folds in half like a taco. And then when it comes out, we have a queen size bed that we can walk around both sides. That's what we loved about this Winnebago View G model. Here's the bed in its travel position with the mattress folded in half. And now we'll flip it back. And these are the cords and the controllers for our electric mattress pad heater. There goes the mattress. And then we'll put the bedding back on. I just recently washed the quilt. And here's the bed, all made up and ready for an afternoon nap. It's kind of good we got here when we did and got set up because it just started raining. I think it's time for an afternoon nap. Here's the living room slide with the love seat that's out and into place. It gives us a lot more room in the living room. For a 25-foot motorhome, sure has a lot of space. There's a bunk overhead. Sometimes we take the mattress out just for extra storage. We have a full bathroom around the corner here. We have a pretty big kitchen area. TV, microwave, convection, full fridge, big closet, floor to ceiling, plenty of storage. And another TV in the back. Are you ready for a nap? This is one of my favorite cabinets. 4 big pull-out pantry drawers for extra storage. I know, just a minute. When I finish my movie, we'll take a nap. And here's our bathroom. We have a shower over here, more storage. Cheers. What you drinking? Wisconsin beer.
New Blair's Spotted Cow.
And I'm drinking $2 Chuck from Trader Joe's.
See, Spotted Cow.
Wisconsin beer. Cleaning up the fish scales left by the previous people. If our dogs ate these, they'd probably get sick and puke. And I wiped the ones off the table. These are the ones that were all over the ground. How thoughtless. And the rest of us maybe just dig up and fling it deep into the woods or something. Oh, there's a pretty big clump right over here too. That's a hunk of skin even. Gods. That's why fishermen have these wonderful buildings down at the boat landing called fish cleaning shacks. For just this reason. Some more right here. It's all over about a 10-foot by 5-foot space, really. Everything that fell off their table. Between all the cracks, they must have made a mess. Because gone are the days where people have newspapers to roll out to clean their fish on. People don't buy newspapers anymore. Boy, do I sound like a crabby person. There's a big gob right there. It just isn't very pleasant. Wish we had a rake. Oh well, this is the best we could do for now, but we're going to keep our dogs over there so they don't have the opportunity to lick them up.
You take one for a hitchhiker.
Oh, you got a hitchhiker in your plastic bag? These are the tent caterpillars. They're actually called gypsy moth larvae. I think I already said that on the other segment. But they're all over the place. Kind of an invasive thing going on up here in northern Oconto County. I think we're in the border of Marinette County too. So the dogs are outside and we're relaxing and enjoying the evening. We got brats and sweet corn for supper tonight. Sounds good. We're enjoying the beautiful woods. It's only in the 70s now and there's a nice breeze. We have a beautiful campsite. Fully wooded on all 3 sides. And there's open spots to the sky. If we set out the Starlink later over there, I think it'll aim up to the sky. Otherwise, there's plenty of cell signal here. We can use our phones and tether for the Rokus if we want sometime tonight. But there are local TV stations. I was able to pull in all the Green Bay stations when I ran a scan on the antenna. I'm not sure if we're going to do a campfire or not tonight. A nice fire rings with a flip down grid. This is a very nice state park, isn't it, dear?
Yes, it is.
From a retired ex-state park employee point of view. What do you think, Nick? How about you, Bin Bin? Maybe we'll take a little ride later on the bikes. What's the matter, Nick? What is that thing? You don't like those at all, do you? Nick is afraid of the tent caterpillars. Do they bother you? Yeah? Would you like to get up on your chair? You don't like them, do you? They're crawling. He was laying there and one crawled up to him. It made him jump. Beanie says, I don't care. What is that, Nick? No, you don't care for him. Okay, we'll put you up on your Nick? Chair. Is that much better to be off the ground? Now they won't get you anymore, will they? Holy cow. Storm's blowing in. Looking pretty nasty. We checked the weather for updates and we're just the very tail edge of it. You can see sections of blue sky up there. Wow, is it blowing? Oh, we just got back from our bike ride, had a little lunch, and look what happened. Pretty wind gusty too.